at this Innovation Summit. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome together Mr. Moses Watasa.
I'm always very happy to hear from bright young people. And these ones I listen to here, my prediction, because sometimes I'm also a preacher and a prophet. The ones who are here, if you are like them, you have a very bright future. Yes, so that's why I was saying I wish I'd come earlier. It's good to see young people with big minds and doing great things. So my job is to wish you well, but also to support you in as much as we can, because you're already somewhere. And I can see that lady I found her speaking. If you have a clear path of your direction for the future, then what remains is what you need to do to keep the course, like she was saying. I'm from ministry. We formulate and implement policies, like I've said, and I'm so happy. I've been taking notes. There are things I've already picked, including what you said, because we want ICT to be the driver for Uganda for now and for the future. You are saying what is government doing? You know what the president was doing in Karamoja on Tuesday? What did he launch? He launched what? Phase 5 of what? The NBI program. The National Backbone Infrastructure Program. He launched it from Moroto. For the next 3 years, we want to light up the rest of northern Uganda and West Nile. Because right now, we are at about 60%. But now with that project, we are going to connect the rest of the country. We are using fiber. We are using satellite, because if you come from Elgon like me, you know that you wouldn't dig fiber and go up Mount Elgon, but we are using mixed technology. In the islands, in the mountains, a bit of satellite, but fiber for the rest of the country. So we are moving, aren't we? Let me tell you something also. 3 weeks ago, I was in California, Silicon Valley, with the Honorable Chris Baryomunsi. We went there to find out what works, so that in the words of Honorable Baryomunsi, we leapfrog, because those guys are way ahead of us. So we don't have to walk their path, but we can work with them to shorten the path. We went to, for example, Google. We went to Tesla. We test drove those, they're called the, yes. Yeah, they look like vehicles for the future, but they are there. We test drove them. We went to Tanzo AI. We went to Supermicro. We went to Meta. We're actually in conversation already to have Facebook reopened. We met a man called Mark Zuckerberg. Yes. I told him, but Mark, you look much smaller in real life. He said, yes, I'm small. You know, so we are discussing with those people for possibilities like attachments for developing software systems. Even now, like Supermicro, they make microchips. They're one of the biggest companies in the world. I've discussed with him. So, and I'm happy to see that you are networking. If any of you is here and you think you are competing with each other, you are not competing with each other. You need to network more, because your strength lies in your working together. So we are even going to recommend people for attachments. Yeah, because those guys are extremely advanced. There's a place we went, in fact, this Tanzo AI, you know, they can even view Kampala. Did you know that? Yes, they can zoom into, So those guys are so advanced, and I noticed they really respect Uganda. These are some of the things they said. Because I was asking them what interests you in Uganda. These are some of the things they said. I picked at random that Uganda is a very peaceful and stable country, because no one wants to put their money where people are running. Not so. This is what they think about Uganda. We had a dinner with these people and sat with them up to midnight. Uganda has a stable and predictable macroeconomic framework. The inflation is stable, the interest rates are stable. In other words, you can predict Uganda next year. Because there are countries in Africa where the price of bread is a price today and a price in the morning, not so. And where people are pushing money on wheelbarrows to buy bread, not so. Not the case with Uganda. That's the other thing they said. Uganda, this is the United Airlines. They were also there. In fact, they want to open a direct flight from Entebbe to the US, to New York. Because they were wondering, how is it possible that there's no direct flight from Uganda to the US? This is what they said. United Airlines. Uganda has a vantage geographical location in Africa. I had not thought about this, but they were saying you can reach Uganda under 5 hours from any other part of Africa. Yes. Yesterday, there's a gentleman who visited me from the embassy of Egypt in the afternoon. He told me that his flight from Entebbe to Cairo is about 4 hours. But if you have been to Johannesburg, you also know it's about four and a half. Yes, same with Lagos. I had not reflected about this about Uganda. 2, that Uganda has a liberal and dynamic socio-economic policy framework which allows for working with the private sector to thrive, but also to collaborate with the government. I think that's where you fall, isn't it? Uganda, they have done their research. Uganda has a vibrant, young, and increasingly skilled population. All of you here are young people. I think it's only me with gray hair, isn't it? So they know us. They know over 78% of our population is below the age of 30. Skilled, but also acquiring more skills. And this is why they want to work with us, because, for example, business process outsourcing, you people are some of the best English speakers outside of the UK. Yeah? You know some of our friendly countries, you know how they struggle with English, yeah? I don't want to go there. Yeah, but you people have digitized accents. So these guys know all of this. They have done their study. Actually, hi people, in Feb, we are going to have a one day where we are going to have a forum and talk to them, so they also speak to us. For example, they are proposing a Uganda, California tech forum. Yeah, so we have young people from Uganda directly engaging with those tech giants from California. OHT will be here, she knows. I have briefed her. So that we can have like monthly engagements. What is working? Why does it work? What makes it work? What can we pick as Uganda? But there are also things they are looking for from here. There are some of those guys we engaged with, and we are going to put a smartphone on the market for about $50. $50, because one of our challenges is devices. So imagine a smart, good phone with all the functions at about $50. The internet, we are going to get more people to switch on faster, but also cheaper internet. But all these things, we are going to do them before the mid of next year. Yes. And we are already working on MOUs. So we want to create an environment that works. The ICT sector, as you know, is one of the fastest growing sectors in Uganda. It is growing at the rate of 14.8%. If you note that the national average is 6%, Yeah? From Ministry of Finance, Bank of Uganda, UBOS. It's about 6%. But the ICT sector is growing at 14.8%. And it's already employing more than 1.3 million people. So if it's at 1.35 and it's growing at 14.8%, it shows you the huge potential for now, but also for the future. So aren't we good to go, people? And that's why I'm so happy to see that you are working together to see how we can explore collaboration to move even faster. Maybe the other thing they said, I know you might want to have another opinion because of the state of Kampala, but they also said that there is generally good and improving infrastructure in Uganda. If you live in Kampala, you might say no. But it's true if you have driven around the country. Yeah. So they know you can be in Uganda and do business in Congo, for example, in South Sudan. In fact, they are looking at Uganda as the IT hub for the Great Lakes region. I am saying this so you know what is coming and how you can be a part of it. Okay? So they know if you are here, you have a foot in Burundi, you have a foot in Congo, you have a foot in South Sudan. They know we are a member of the EAC. And the other thing, when I read social media, young people can be cynical about their own country. But this is one of the things they also say that Uganda has one of the best weather throughout the year. Yes. That you can live here even when you don't have a coat for a whole year, like I don't have a coat. But that Uganda also has an abundance of natural resources. I don't know, is there anything we don't have in Uganda? Whether it is gold, oil and gas, what don't we have? Maybe it's easier to ask what we don't have. But it's like we have everything. Yeah. So Uganda, the other interesting one, they said that Uganda is highly regarded because we are one of the leading focal points for regional and international initiatives in this part of the world. Whether the United Nations operations in Congo, Somalia, Central African Republic, stabilizing those countries. So because of what they are already doing with Uganda, they think we can do even much more. So we should be looking ahead because there's so much coming to Uganda. I actually visited the home of Elon Musk. And those in content creation, we also visited California, Beverly Hills. There are teams coming here to support young people, to improve production of films, content. We are already entering MOUs with them, content creation, what sells. So we are available to work with and support you guys. The policy framework is liberal. The president himself has flagged ICT as one of his 4 pillars for wealth creation, isn't it? Every time he speaks about ICTs as what are the other pillars? The 3. There is the commercial agriculture, there's manufacturing, there's the ICT itself. The other one is what? No, services, where tourism falls, because tourism is a service. Thank you very much. And the interesting thing, ICT cuts across even the rest of the 3. I was telling my friend here, Hipipo, I was in Zambia. They're already doing what they call precision irrigation, to improve production and productivity. AI is big in the US. We visited I'll show you some pictures I'll share with him. We visited where they are making robots in the US. There's a robot they showed us which can do spine surgery within 3 minutes. And on the other hand, a surgeon can take about 40 minutes or 50. Because my minister is a physician. So all of these are on the market. We told them we are still small. but they want to work with us to hopefully help us move faster. So they are, we can do attachments, we can do this teleconferencing, the tech fora, the PSs are aware. We are entering a formal arrangement under which we can do this regularly, possibly monthly. Talk to them, they talk to us, they come here, we go there. So isn't the outlook inspiring? It is. However, I see the men look gloomy. Men, we are somewhere already. Don't feel threatened. Eh? I hope you are not threatened. What we are talking about is affirmative action. That we need to equalize opportunities. Yeah. So don't look sad. All these are for everyone, but we are saying that we need to pay particular attention to women so that we have a Uganda that works for all of us, isn't it? So for us, whether the NDP3, we are a state party to SDGs. Did you know that? In 2015, Uganda signed Sustainable Development Goals as state party. So we have a desk in the office of the Prime Minister that coordinates SDGs and ensures that when we do planning and budgeting, we make sure that all these issues are on the agenda. So each of us reports. In fact, this week we have been reporting, as you know. The manifesto week, isn't it ending today? If you want to see what we've done under ICT, I'm going to give Henry the presentation by our minister. You can read it for yourselves. The innovations, we support them. The hub is available. We have the partnerships. She knows so well what we are doing with the universities up country. So we do skilling as well. We have UICT. You know where the hub is. You have UICT. They do targeted skilling. We are going to cut further. Honorable spoke about this, the price of the internet. OHT spoke about this. In fact, this one I can say it. Okay. We are going to switch on Starlink as well. Early next year. It is cheaper. It is faster. And it's the one going to come also with a $40 to $50 phone. How we are going to do it, I will not go beyond this. But all this means we are accelerating digital uptake and the integration in this country. What does this mean for fintechs? It means, is it the sky that is the limit? Or now what is left? And we also do partnerships. We have an MOU we are going to conclude with Hipipo. We entered an MOU with the Innovation Village. It's in Ntinda, I think. Yeah, and we're exploring many more MOUs. Henry here knows there are others you people call it incubation. Because we want a government that operates very closely with either the private sector, international agencies, to ensure that we bring good things in Uganda. So my job is to thank you for what you've done already, to strongly encourage you. I like talking to young people. When I start, I may not stop. Yet I can see the lunch, the aroma is good. So I'm going to end here and thank the organizers, IEEE, Humanitarian Technology Board, and who have done this great job with the always present Hipipo. Are they here? So stand up and we clap for you and recognize you. This is the way to go. We thank you. On behalf of the government, this is what we want to see, because you help us to fill in the gaps. Your government cannot reach everywhere. But when we do this, we move even faster. Where we are walking, we can run. Where we are running, we can fly. So we are available. It's good OHT, who is also my boss, is your patron. So when she orders me to come, like she did today, I say, OHT, yaragide. And I run. So let me stop here and wish you good luck. Thank you so much. From me, Moses Watasa, Commissioner, on behalf of OHT, the ministry, and the old man with a heart and a heart. who just switched on phase 5. Within 3 years, Uganda 100% connected. So your business, you can operate them across the country. See where Chiri? Hey. So thank you.